stream. I'm your CYYZ-CYSJ. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Today we're going to be flying the 737 MAX made by IFLY Simulations, which is an aircraft I haven't flown in quite a while on stream. I'm vetoing the vote from earlier when you guys voted to fly the RJ. We will fly the RJ, I promise. We're gonna fly that thing. I'm off for 3 days. You're gonna get so much of me in the 3 days. You're gonna beg for me to stop streaming. But anyways, we're gonna be in the MAX today, and we're gonna be taking this airplane on Monton Monday. So we're taking off from Toronto, and we'll be flying over to St. John, New Brunswick, not Newfoundland. So we'll be taking this beautiful airplane. The sounds are done by Boris, and when you buy this aircraft, it comes with Boris sounds by default. The textures still look great. This is a 2020 airplane that's been ported over to 24 and has very limited updates to 24. They are working on a massive 2024 update, however, so we'll see what that brings in time. Time will only tell. But for now, we're using the version we have, so that's what we're going to do today. Really appreciate all you guys stopping in chat all as well. I got 16 of you guys watching, so really appreciate you guys all watching. Burke, hello, welcome. Good combos in the Discord there. Calgary, welcome, hello. Aiden, hello. Michael Foley, welcome back. What's this positive rate? Madison, welcome. What the heck? This is not an RJ channel. This is an RJ channel. This is an everything channel. This is considered a regional jet, isn't it? No. Flato, hello. Welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. Be sure, guys, to go check out Fly with Lotto on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. The man's everywhere. It makes great funny content as well. Kager says the CRJ is automatic win in every poll. That's the problem. Is like every poll the RJ wins, which is good. That's a good thing technically, but I'm dissatisfied with the way the RJ is in the current build, and I just get like a bad taste in my mouth when I see it, but it's still great. We're gonna fly it for sure tomorrow. I was thinking of doing some Iberia ops with it out of Las Palmas, so some different stuff with it. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. We'll do a whole day of RJ, most likely tomorrow. I'm home literally all day, so we'll do RJ all day tomorrow. Maybe a DCA flight with it too. That'd be kind of cool. So this is the flight deck of the 737 MAX. This is the IFLY MAX. The performance is fantastic with this airplane. The iPads are a little dated, but we're gonna get to work here. Let's see if I remember how to do everything. So I'm pretty sure I press initialize flight, and I'm pretty sure I press this sim menu, and I'm looking for ground support. We're gonna connect the ground power. We're gonna connect the air conditioning. We'll press set. That's been done. We'll go up here on the overhead panel. We'll select the battery master on. We'll select the ground power on as well. Now the cool thing about this plane is we're going to be using the Winctrl PAP3 autopilot panel. So this is the Moza AY2 10 yoke. If you guys want to pick this thing up or anything from Moza, there's a link down in the description. Would really appreciate if you use that. And we're using the PAP3 autopilot panel, which is a 737 autopilot panel we'll be using, and a little bit above it is the PU Air Korea radio panel. We'll be trying to use this as well. I'm not sure if this works with the MAX actually, so we'll see if it works or not. But yeah, mainly we'll be using the PAP3. Turn the cameras off for now, though. Good battery, good voltage on the ground power. Going from top, bottom, left to right. We can do our flap check here. Align our IRSs. That damper can stay off for the time being. Whoops. Goes back to auto. Check the crossfeed opens. It does. Awesome. Performance is so good in this airplane. The galley power can be selected on. The IFEs as well. Everything is good there. Down the center of the panel, everything's good. Emergency lights can get to armed position as well. The belts can stay off as we're going to start refueling soon. All of our wipers, ignitions, and everything is all stowed away. Oops, I didn't mean to click that. Oh, little light. You know, I've never knew that's where the light was. That's cool. I never knew that. All right, window heats can be selected on. Oops. Probe heats can stay off. Anti-ice is off. Hydraulics are off. Cabin altitude, nothing to do there. Our position lights can go to steady. Did I click something? I feel like I clicked something when I moved in my view. Temperature is all set to automatic. All the packs, everything is selected off. We have the ground air connected. Pressurization panel is working. We go to manual mode. We can close the outflow valve, and it goes back to open. That's perfect for us there. We'll set that up a bit later. Come up to the top, we have our overspeeds. Both trims work as well. So that's all good. We're going to head over to the, oops. There we go. Going to head over to the FMC here. We'll press FMC, position, next page. We'll grab the GPS coordinate, throw it in there. We'll select route, and we're going to press request flight plan. Lauda says, ooh, Iberia, yeah, man. Some Hawaii ops would be fun. They're around 30 to 60-minute flights. Madison, what flight, what RJ operator would that be? Let me know, please. That'd be kind of cool to do. We'll press load. Your flight's enthusiast says, oh no. Oh no to what? Nord, welcome. Yo, I have the issue with PMDG 737. Cannot connect the jetway. Already do all the any Google help things. Would be next? Uninstall the game? No, you shouldn't have to uninstall for that. Are you using GSX or using default? Just default the game, because I'm pretty sure you need GSX for it to work. We're not ACA today. We're going to be Rouge today, guys. We're simulating that this aircraft has already moved over to Rouge, because these airplanes are going to Rouge. The MAX is going to Rouge instead of mainline. So we're going to simulate that. We'll activate, we'll execute it. Departure runway, departure. On VATSIM, we do have some controllers on. The ATIS is out for Toronto. Runway in use is probably the 24s. Departure runway 23, so 23 it is. And our departure today is the Dead Key 5 with the Awalba transition. We'll execute that. Arriving into St. John. There's no arrival in there. We'll load the approach in later, but what I am going to do, what we do in real life for this flight, is we'll add CYSJ at the very end of it. Oh, I can't find the J. I'm going nuts here. And then I'll press CYSJ / minus 10. And we'll put that at 4,000 feet, which is just above the MSA sector there. Just for something for the VNAV to aim for. So we got it all plugged up and ready to go. We're going to go route. We're going to go ahead and load all our fuel and everything. So let's go ahead and get over to the EFB. And I'm pretty sure I can go here and here. I don't think this has automatic loading. Weight and balance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this doesn't load through SimBrief. If you guys can correct me, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't load with SimBrief. So we're going to do total passengers of like, I don't know, 150. Cargo wise, our zero fuel weight should be 124, 160. Well, this is all in kilograms. Let's change that. System page, panel style, general, US. Don't want any of that garbage on there. There we go. So, wish I had a zero fuel weight number. I don't. Let's just put 2,500 in the front. Put about 8,000 in the back to give us a nice AFCG. Our taxi weight, our takeoff is 139 is what it's saying right there. Our flight plan says it should be 136. So let's first add the fuel. Total fuel will be 12,550. Alrighty, and let's go ahead and put cargo 4,000 in the back. Oh, it must be really empty. Or there's just no baggage on board. 130. Oh no, we're 136 on takeoff, so we can have a little bit more. We can have an additional couple thousand pounds here. Okay, I'll add some more people. There's no imports, so I'm just matching. I'm matching these weights to my sim brief takeoff weight, which is bang on right now. Awesome. We're gonna press set payload. I can't press set fuel. Now I can press set fuel, and we're all loaded up. So we'll come over here. We'll press performance. Our zero fuel weight gets plugged in. 24.1. 24.1 is perfect, right on the dot of our flight plan. That's great. Our reserve is going to be 2.2. Costing us of 18. Our cruise altitude is probably not 39. I'd be very shocked. It is 39. Okay, wow. 39,000 feet. Our cruise wind, it's 281 at 85. IC deviation, it's +3 above ISA. And our planned burn is 5.5. Perfect. N1 limits, we'll go to the performance tool. Nope. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I need the takeoff stuff. There we go. Cancel. Good. Yeah, I can't wait till they fix this up. They're going to be updating this whole thing. We're going to be out of Toronto. Be runway 23. Thrust. I wonder if it'll just give me whatever that's required. Condition, it's dry. Flap, optimum flap. AC will be on. Anti-ice is off. Maybe I have to pick a flap. I'll pick flap 1. Do takeoff 1. The wind in Toronto today, 310, 19 knots. 310, nope. /19. Outside air temperature, it's like 20 degrees. And the QNH of 290, 2990. 29.90. Look at this airplane being all. Takeoff weight was 136.4. And the CG. $22.9. There we go. Calculate. And we have flap 1, acceleration of 1,500 feet, trim of 5.37, which has been done by clicking it, so that's already done. And we should have a flex of 53 degrees with a takeoff 1. So, index, index perf N1, 53, takeoff 1, 79.3. We'll do a climb 1 as well. N1, does it give me an N1 reading? Does 80. So anytime this happens in real life, if your flex number is less than your calculated ACARS number, you actually have to make this colder. I can't have this reduced thrust number less than our ACARS number, so we'll make it 50. Now we're 80.5. That's perfect for us. It'll be a flap 1 departure. 38, 38, 30, 38, 39, 49, and that pretty much agrees. We'll just make it actually agree. It's only a 1 knot difference, so whatever. There we go. We're going to press route and route copy. We have a secondary flight plan ready to go. And let's go ahead and tune in and get our clearance. So 32.8, I'll read your comments here.
59, runway 24 right, altimeter 2990, information Bravo is current. Taxi Alpha Juliet Bravo, Charlie.
Hawaiian uses 717. Not sure if they have any good ones in sim. Nah, there's no 717,
runway
unfortunately.
24 right, altimeter 2990, taxi via Alpha Juliet Bravo Charlie.
Maybe Southwest Max? Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. Well, that would be a good one. Nord says, are you going to use GSX? We are using GSX. Yep, we're boarding up currently.
Down to 4,000 is out 410.
We're not doing it for refueling, though, I don't think. Hey, it's Tucker. I'm watching so I can learn how to fly this plane better. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Universe, welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, still on ground, eh? Yeah, we just started. Sun Express, yeah, we just started. I just, Adam says I just need the MAX update. Yeah, the MAX update would be very cool when that comes in. Yom says complete top right. Next time, just hit copy FMC data. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's a nice feature.
Stand by number 1 for clearance.
I can't wait till it gets an update, though. Let's see everything manually. I just forgot that was there, to be honest. A lot of the less you do, the more complacent you get, my friend. The airplane owns you. I own the airplane. What's the status here, Bravo? Clearance is Rouge 2010 requesting IFLY clearance to St. John, please. Information, Bravo.
Zap 410, turn left, heading 090.
Well, I'll screw myself then.
Left turn 090 for Zap 410.
And Zap 410, you can also descend 4000.
Just finished Canadian North flight from Ottawa, Freddy. Ooh, that's a cool little one. With the classic 7-3.
Air Canada 618, you're cleared to Halifax, Stanfield via the Dead Key 5 departure.
If you squint, you can pretend your CRJ is a 717. Yeah, I could do that.
George Halifax, via flight plan route, Dead Key 5 departure, lag transition, departure runway 24 right and squawk 3445 for Canada with 618.
Canada 618, that's squawk 3045.
3045 on the squawk for Canada 618.
Canada 618, read back correct, push and start your discretion, call for taxi.
In real life, I don't know about Pearson, but Canadian rule, it's probably not a VATSIM rule, but Canadian rules is you can actually just read back the squawk code in your clearance, and as long as nothing else has changed, that's a legal readback. But I don't think VATSIM goes by those rules.
Squawk 1451.
I love that you showed it. I realize I've been doing some things wrong this lane. I'm probably doing things wrong too, to be honest. I'm just figuring out as I go. I'm gonna get my word in here. Toronto, it's Rouge 2010. We'd like to request IFLY clearance St. John, please. Information, Bravo.
Rouge 2010. Stand by. You're number 1 for clearance.
Cool. Now, when they say stand by, guys, you don't have to say, okay, standing by. You just let them stand by, and that's it.
To Raleigh Durham, depart runway 23, balance unchanged.
I have pre-filed, but I'm just going to make sure I pre-filed there. This guy seems pretty busy, so that's okay. Guys, there's also going to be Monton Mondays today. So Monton Mondays is a VATSIM event. We'll be doing that, participating. St. John is pretty close to Moncton. So we'll be doing that. We'll be on Moncton Center, that's for sure.
Zap 410, turn right, heading 150, speed 190.
All right, let's see. We're about 10 minutes prior to push. We're not refueling anymore. Belts can be thrown on, and because we're not refueling, we can also start up the APU. Left fuel pump can come on. Give you guys the sounds outside. Hear the barbecue. Starting up the Barbie. That's not a Rouge livery. It's not. If you look up in real life, the MAX is going over to Rouge, and some of them have started flying under the Rouge call sign, and they don't actually have Rouge colors just yet. They're just in the middle of changing it over.
Information Bravo, I gauge Bravo 19, 102320, requesting airport stairs to Chicago.
1231, front departure, standby number 2 for clearance.
Will do.
Stop 410, turn right, heading 210 to intercept.
Stop, close my blinds.
Runway 23 approach.
210, clear the ILS, runway 23, stop 410.
Rouge 2010, you're cleared to St. John International via the Dead Key 5, departure allotment transition, depart runway 24 right, squawk 5513.
Okay, we're clear to St. John, Dead Key 5 departure, allowable, expect 24 right, squawking 5513, Rouge 2110, thanks.
Rouge 2010, read back correct, push to start your discretion, call for taxi.
Our discretion on the push, we'll call you taxi, Rouge 2010. Alright, he's changed that on me. Departure arrival, departure arrival. 24 right, we'll execute that. Going up to 5,000 feet on 24 right.
Cleared Chicago via the GoPup port.
237 on the heading.
Position, departing runway 23 and squawking 7656, Delta 1231.
And we'll do V2 plus 10. We'll
go
ahead and
we'll go for taxi, Delta
turn our flight parameters, arm the auto thrust. Why is it arm speed mode? Shouldn't do that. Just want auto thrust armed. There we go. LNAV VNAV.
The winds,
There shouldn't be 2 runways in there.
18, altimeter now 2991. You're cleared around land, runway 23.
Clear to land, runway 23, up for 10 check marks.
Yeah, 23 should not be in there anymore. Let's do a route copy. There we go. Perfect. That shouldn't be showing route 2 and route 1. That's a little strange. Anyways, the APU is up and online. Let's go ahead and select the gens on. And we're also gonna, I'll lower that. Is the VATSIM volume good for you guys? Is it too loud, too low? You guys let me know. The APU is on the bus. And we're just about to be pushing back soon. It's the 13th. We'll call it it's an odd number day, so we'll leave it on the right side for the ignition. That's all good. And with the APU online, we can request air from the APU. We can turn the pack on, the ISL is open, and the right pack on as well. And on our iPad, we can go ahead and get rid of all that garbage. So where is it here? Ground support. We can disconnect electric. We can disconnect that. Chocks are all gone. We'll press set. We'll get GSX all ready to go once they're ready. We're just have another 9 passengers to go. Clear the master caution on that. Sorry, catch up. Karon says you have to disable that. Sorry, what am I disabling? Aiden says I am the CCPS traffic heading to Chicago. CCCPS. I don't know what that airplane that is. That's interesting. I knew they were moving 737s of Rouge, but I didn't know they were flying without being painted. Oh yeah, they do all the time. Unfortunately, I think they're just gonna paint a small Rouge logo. Yeah, probably. That's probably what's gonna happen. Florida man, hello, welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Report we have 1 super takeoff on runway 24 right next.
Redo the speed. Oh, when the speed activated? Yeah, I just disarmed it and rearmed it. Called it a day. We have RML nav VNAV is all armed. I love the big screens of the MAX. They look even bigger in real life. I don't think I've deadhead on a MAX, but I don't think I even cared enough to look in. I just boarded and went. Yeah, this insufficient fuel thing is always there when I put the burn. Even the PMDG has it. Something tells me I'm not supposed to put this part in here. Let me just do this. There. See if it goes away. There. Maybe I'm just supposed to put the total fuel in there. I don't know. I thought you put the burn fuel in there, but maybe not. Could be wrong. The window shades. Oh, you could disable the window shades for the passengers. It's cool, but not cool at the same time. Like, see, like, no, open. Are your V-speeds set? You change runways? It should have had a... That's a good point. It should have said takeoff speeds deleted. But they are still in there. But that is a good point. The PMDG, if you change runways, will say takeoff speeds deleted. You'll get a yellow on there, and these will be gone. But it seems like the MAX keeps it. No warning on that one.
Yeah, please,
Major Mark, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Mark, you got to stream again. I haven't seen your stream in a long time. When your yaw damper activated? I don't know. I don't know when they activate the yaw damper. We can do it now. It just needs IRS alignment. So we can do it now. I don't know when they would do it. If it's part of a preliminary start, if it's part of a before start, if it's after start. But I'll just arm it now. No harm in doing it now. But to push, we'll get our fuel pumps all set up. Let's get the squawk code in here as well. It was 5513. And we're transponding now. It's set to on. We're good to go over there. You could even do these tests. Obviously, you would have done this beforehand, but you could do the wheel well fire test. You could do the fire in-op and the fire test. And it all works. could do the Egypt twist
Slide
test.
slope. Pull up.
EGPWS test.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Sink rate.
Yeah,
Pull up.
all works.
Don't
These
sink.
are a lot of first flight
Too
of day
low,
tests. So
terrain.
I don't think they would even
Too
do
low.
these.
Gear.
We have
Too
in the
low,
RJ land. This is
flat.
part of first flight of day tests.
Slide slope.
That might
Bank
be a
angle,
bug.
bank
I
angle.
pressed that once.
Approaching minimum.
It should be doing the short test. It
Minimums.
shouldn't be doing the whole thing.
2,500.
We were following the
1,000.
5 departure.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100.
Actually,
50.
it doesn't say
40.
that.
30. 20. 10.
It actually is 237 when we head into 1,000 feet.
Wind shear.
Then a left turn
Wind shear.
235, a whole 2
Too
degrees.
low.
Then it's
Terrain.
vectors to save.
Caution.
Mr.
Terrain.
ATC, man.
Caution. Terrain.
Don't think
Terrain.
you know the
Terrain.
departure more as
Pull
I do.
Up. Caution. Obstacle. Caution. Obstacle. Obstacle.
Oh my God, how long is this
Pull
test?
up.
Alrighty. Let's see, all our doors still open? I wonder if GSX will close those. I thought it would, but if it doesn't, we can do it. Pumps can come on. We have no center tank fuel, so that's fine. We'll do the center tanks off. And we'll just manually go close the doors myself. If I know where to find it. Next page. Well, there's a lot of options in here. Forward air stair, aft stair. That's kind of cool. There's all covers. Radome open.
Again, at 4259, for future reference, in an Airbus 320, they will program a discontinuity into an arrival or departure. Never ever delete those discontinuities.
Good
They're
man.
there for a purpose.
Okay, thanks for your help. I'll keep that in mind next time.
He's so pissed. The pilot's incorrect on that. The controller is correct. Alright, we're gonna face south. Alright, he says release parking brake. Before we go ahead and do that, the beacon light can come on.
Again, at 4259,
This is
contact
all
center
set.
125.7.
APU's already on the bus. Transponder's already transponding. Doors are all closed. There's no steering to worry about. So, parking brake off.
Clear at 2,000 climbing.
Charlie, Bob, Sierra, you
Okay,
are
was not sure. Yeah, Lotto's
climb,
interesting. It's a good point.
15.
That might be a bug, actually.
Call on spot 15,000 from Charlie Pop here.
Maddie says, have you seen the Cockpit Simulator 737 throttle quadrant? It looks crazy, but over $3 grand. Yeah, I messaged them for a review, and they said go away. In a very nice way. Carefree Gary, hello. Welcome, welcome. Bro, imagine this just stays on the whole time. What? Sorry, I missed
Charlie,
it.
Bob, Sierra, turn left direct, Oakville on course.
Oh, the yaw damper, you mean?
Turn left.
It probably does. No, the yaw damper will be auto, just like the RJ actually. The yaw damper can't be turned on if the IRSs aren't aligned, so it won't even let you do it. But if the IRSs are aligned, it should be able to come on. RJ land, we keep it on the whole time. So I don't know why this one wouldn't be. But anyways, let's go ahead and start these engines up, guys. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the packs offline. Isolation valve is still open. We're starting number 2 first. We're going to go to ground.
Charlie, Bob, Sierra, contact center 125.77.
And we're going to press... Is it that button?
Whoa.
There we go.
Curious.
And I believe we have to wait. We have to wait for motoring to disappear. That's correct, right? And we are going to add our fuel in. These engines take a long time for this motoring to go away. If I can ever find the view. Look how beautiful the engine modeling is, though. There, the motoring just finished. No, it didn't. There it goes. Fuel on with 25%. We'll go back. Put the sounds up, guys. Beautiful, beautiful Boris sounds. Let's go back a little bit. Amazing. Amazing sounds by Boris. Let's go up front. We got a starter cutout right there. Oh. I missed a little whale noise. Whoops. There we go. Anyways. We'll start number 1. Now we're motoring 1. Just look at the animations. It's still better than PMDG, and this it hasn't been updated.
Delta 1231, ready for taxi.
Delta 1231, runway 23, altimeter 2991, information Charlie.
V-Pod's kind of loud. Let me lower that on my end here. There we go. Fantastic. You can almost feel it? You can. Yeah, it's really good. We ain't missing the whale. Anyways, that's all you can get. Clip it, I don't care. I'm putting the sounds lower. Actually, I'll leave the sounds up for the flap setting here. Let's go ahead and transfer the gens over. Let's go ahead and kill the APU. Ignition, ignition. Probe, probe. Hydraulic, hydraulic. Pack, pack. ISO, bleed. Select auto brakes of RTO with a flap uno. Nope, just one. Oh, it didn't work. My flap setting doesn't work quite well. Something tells me that's more than flap 1, but we're gonna go check. That's flap 1. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and call them up for taxi, and we'll get our taxi light on once we're cleared. Charles Ruse 2010, ready taxi. This guy does not like me. He should give me, this is what it should be. Damn. Alpha Kilo, Bravo, and Charlie. Where's 2010, thanks. Rearwheel, did they use Charlie on? I don't think they used Charlie. That's fine, whatever. Maybe they did. Probably did. Alright, been clear taxi light goes on. Let's see, this airplane will just move on its own thrust. She just goes. So Alpha Kilo is this taxi right here. Bravo is the second left turn, and Charlie's gonna be the first left turn after that. So we'll be more than fine. And by the way, guys, we are using our Boeing PAT-3 autopilot panel from Winctrl, or Winctrl. As a CYYZ terminal controller on VATSIM, it must be infuriating when you have pilots deleting discontinuities and not knowing that they send instruction in Canada to delete all restrictions on star. Yeah. Negative transition, maintain. Oh. 5,000. The classic route. Dead key 5, Nikola transition. Beautiful 777 on the left. I just did a British Airways 777 flight earlier today with the Boris sounds. It was so beautiful, that thing. Landed. We were doing some Caribbean British Airways ops. Really cool stuff. We can't hear VATSIM anymore? Let me bring it up for you. There you go. I'm going to lower the sounds as well. Let me know if that's good for you. Clear on the left, clear on the right. Alpha is this turn. We're taking the next left turn, which is Bravo. I'm going by memory. I don't even have a chart open, so hopefully this is correct. Well, we got the signs right there, though. This thing is quite peppy. I'm needing a lot of brake to keep this thing slowed. I haven't touched the thrust. It's quite a lot of power.
Delta 1231, report airborne. The wind's 300 at 12, gusting 18.
This is the ground tower view.
Clear for takeoff runway 23 and call when airborne, Delta 1231.
Air Canada 618, contact center 125.77.
Center 125.77.
Let's start getting some lights on board here.
Cheers.
Not the flood. A little bit of panel lighting. A little bit of panel lighting. And a little bit of this one. No, that one. There we go. And a little bit of that one. Sweet. I'll put the cameras on. Hopefully they're still facing the right way. Lags my game out when I turn the camera on now. I don't know why that happens. There we go. Gotta fix my rudder. It's a little sensitive. I might do that in the air. It's very, like, very small movement. Makes the thing go nuts. We're using the Moza yoke, by the way, guys. If you want to check out Moza, there's a link in my description. You can check them out there. And if you want to purchase it as well, feel free. I have a lot of Moza presets you guys can use. Either DM me or just look in the FS hardware section. It'll be all in there. 7772, there is so many. Let me make sure I don't miss Charlie here. That one's going to be Delta, and Charlie's going to be the next one.
Delta 1231, airborne passing 700, flying heading.
So many short flights in the Caribbean. You're going to make me by the 200, aren't you? I like my 300, though.
1231, you're
the 300 looks nicer, in my opinion.
Identified. Climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level 230, Delta 1231.
Clear left and right. Slowing down for this turn so the FAs cannot break their back. I like to be below 10. There we go. A little tiny bit of braking before that turn there. Flat Adam, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. What's it like in real world having the consistently have to switch between FAA and Canadian ATC rules? How they operate so differently? It's not that bad. The only thing that's really different is when ATC in Canada gives you a descend and there's a restriction on your star, you need to abide by the restriction and continue descent to what the altitude they want to. Whereas in the States, if they say descend, all the restrictions are Canada. If they say descend 5,000 and the restriction says above 6, you can go to 5. So the restrictions in Canada are a little different.
1231, turn right direct.
I'm sorry, guys. I got to change this. This thing is crazy sensitive. Quickly update it for us right now. That's why it all got nope, stop. Sure, whatever. Max. Way too sensitive. It's probably not even enough. We'll go over there. Good enough. Do more later. Hey, it's still sensitive, but at least I can taxi a little better, I guess. Sim looks awesome. Yeah, man, we're running reshade, and I finally there was a something on OBS that I never ticked on. It was there's a setting like run or record 3D application, so it never was recording frame gen all that well. But now we got the sim looking beautiful, running beautifully as well with Sim Beta Update 5, which runs so much better than Update 4 for me personally.
Sniper 11, Toronto departures. Some sort of glitch. I'm unable to open up and make a flight plan for you. Can you file a VFR flight plan?
Roger that. We'll file one direct Trenton, and then if we could just do a couple circuits on the way out.
Yeah,
oh yeah, you don't have to. You can do that little controller thing, right? I think I got rid of it.
Update your strip right now for some reason. It's not open.
Where is it? That controller one, right?
No problem. I'll fire it right now.
Basic controls. Yeah, I'm just so used to 2020 where I did the same thing, but yeah, you can press that. It's all in there. I should probably get used to that way. All right, we're gonna start putting our brake in because we're hauling right now at 30 knots. Just a little bit of brake from far away, just to not cook it too much.
Sniper 11, are you still there? I got your flight strip open now.
Yeah, we're still here for Sniper 11.
Okay, say aircraft type and your final destination is going to be Trenton.
It's F-16 in check remarks, Trenton.
F-16? DCS? Alright, we're not
Sniper 11,
we're not clear to go past this point. Grab the taxi light off.
Cruise to Trenton.
6,500. No.
Somewhere above 10,000 so we can pick up some speed.
Roger. VFR, you
Why
got
are you doing
12,000.
First of all, wait, why is there a Viper going to Trenton?
Canada
Canada's even have Vipers. I don't know. I'm going to stop asking questions. I hope he enjoys this flight. Now, in real life, we taxi to this point. We shouldn't have to contact the them. They should be able to contact us. So I'm going to give him a couple seconds here. And if he doesn't say anything, I'll tell him we're holding short. But we'll give him a couple minutes here. I have someone doing something, I don't know.
Sniper 11, squawk 4457.
It's perfect when you need to change it on the fly. Yeah, I always forget about it. Mike, welcome, welcome. Alright, we're calling him. Towers Rouge 2010, we're short 248.
Rouge 2010, report airborne, winds 300 at 12, gusting 18, clear takeoff, runway 24 right.
Clear takeoff 24 right with you in the air, Rouge 2010. Alright, clear takeoff 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000. All that goes on. Position strobe goes to strobe and steady. Our TCAS, whoops, can go TARA.
247 is ready to taxi 24 right.
You guys want to fly from the left or the right today?
Push it 247, runway 24 right, altimeter 2991.
You guys want to fly from?
Charlie is current taxi, Alpha Kilo, Bravo, Charlie.
We're clear left.
Kilo, Bravo, and Charlie, hold short.
We're clear right, runway 24 right is verified. Lineup checks completed.
Delta 1231, contact center 125.77.
125.77, have a good night, Delta 1231.
Cheers, have a good flight.
Thank you.
I like that I don't have to put any power in. I just take the parking brake off and it works.
608 ready for
You guys want the
taxi.
left? My setup is a right-hand setup. That's okay.
Air Canada 608, runway 24 right, altimeter 2991. Information Charlie is current. Following the WestJet
You're the captain now.
737, taxi lane 5. Taxi Alpha
All right,
Kilo,
guys, let's
Bravo,
spool this up.
Charlie.
Alright, following the WestJet 73, Alpha Kilo, Bravo, Charlie. Air
Toga!
Canada 608 ready.
Let's get back on that center line there. A little bit of right ailerons required for the wind. V1.
V1.
Rotate. Nice. Pitch up to that flight director, we'll grab the gear up. I hand fly this a little bit. Departures Rouge 2010, 2000, correction 1,300, climbing 5,000.
Rouge 2010, you're identified, climb flight level 230.
230, Rouge 2010, thanks. Spin, 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 spin. 230 set confirmed. Well, I'll go flap 0 in just a second. Lap 0. This airplane hand flies so beautifully. The rudder's still messed up, but the hand flying of the yoke is fantastic. He's going to give me direct, most likely Saver or Sea-Kit or something on course here eventually. This is a hot take, but I personally think this airplane hand flies actually better than the PM2G. It's my opinion, and it's only going to get better with the update, I assume. be fun if it gets worse.
Rouge 2010, turn left direct saver on course.
Left turn direct saver, Rouge 2010. Clear the scratch pad, you go in there, execute saver. LNAV is tracking. Kind of get it established in its turn. And then we'll grab her after takeoff. The wind control PAP 3 for this airplane is fantastic as well. Alrighty, well, we're after takeoff, can grab all that off. We'll leave the ignitions on, the gears up and
bank angle,
off
bank
anymore.
angle.
Check. It is plus 15, no ATS required if we're coming touching some clouds, unless we get a little higher here. I'm sure it's going to get colder as we get higher. Nice and smooth for the people back there. Hoping it would smart turn that, but I guess it's not. We'll just make it a little bit quicker. Goes through 10,000 feet. The lights are out. Oh, I already did those ones. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot those completely. That's my fault. Pressurization is checked. The belts, we'll stay on for a little bit longer. And the radios are set.
Question 247, report airborne, the wind 30012, gusting 18, clear for takeoff, runway 24 right.
Alright, I think we have enough fun. Command day is on. And the turn off lights, or I was turning the camera off there. Whoa, autopilot. Whoa, autopilot.
Rouge
Okay.
2010, contact center 125.77.
2577, Rouge 2010, thanks. It's plus 9. Throw the cowls on for now. No wings required at this speed here. Send Rouge 2010, 14, coming flight level 230.
Rouge 2010, channel center. Good day, climb flight level 230. How higher here, show it for you.
Go check the 230, Rouge 2010. Alrighty. Thanks for all the emojis in chat, guys. Really appreciate that. Burke says, what's up? Was fun talking to the Discord. That lighting is nice. Yeah, it was great fun talking to the Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord as well, Discord link is down in the description. I hang out there sometimes just to chat and fly and stuff. The lighting looks amazing at this airplane right now. Very, very well done. Keeping the anti-ice, just turn it on now. It's plus 6 and we're going to enter this cloud here. We only have the cowls on. We don't need the engine or the wing anti-ice running just yet, as we're going pretty quick. Past most speeds, different airplanes are different, but for example, the CRJ past 230 knots doesn't require anti-ice on the wing due to aerodynamic forces. So, don't know what the 7.3s are, but I'm sure 270 is pretty good up there. But we're in the clear now, so engine anti-ice off. It's been pretty smooth. We can get the flight attendants out of their seat. We'll keep the seat belts on for the time being, but the flight attendants can go about their service. And I don't know if it's through 10 they go this to off, the ignitions, or I heard Southwest is like 18,000. We'll just go off now. And that should be off there as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're through 18 now. And we'll get the standard altimeter set up for us as well. When you descend into CYYZ, do they give you descend clearance all the way down, knowing that it'll comply with... no, they never ever do that. In real life in Toronto, they'll give you... they'll always give you... They'll start down to like 29 or 25, something up there. Then you'll get 17,000, about 100 miles back. And then you'll get 11,000 to descend to for the youth cross if you're doing that Ling 3 arrival. And then you'll get descend 8. and then you'll get descend 4, descend 3. That's usually how it goes. Your left landing light is still, yeah. Later, brother, get departure, gonna go eat with the wife. Hey, Lado, thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure, guys, to go check out Fly with Lado on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Fly with Lado. He's building up his streaming on YouTube as well, so it'll be a great pleasure to me if you guys can go to his lives and say hi to him as well. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope to see you in the landing as well. And we'll be there in about an hour and a bit. I'm gonna get some water, so I'm off one, but you guys have control for the time being. It's 22 for 23. I'll wait for this because he's probably gonna get us higher any second here. Infuse, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by and subscribing. Appreciate you being here.
Center, which is 247, climbing 9.2 to flight level 230.
Rouge 2010, climb level 390.
390, Rouge 2010.
Wish 5, correction, wish 247, climb level 270.
All right, 390.
247.
VNAV speed. Now I'm gonna go get my water.
Delta 1231, contact Cleveland 119.87, good day.
119.875, Delta 1231, have a good one.
I'm back. Hope you guys are doing well still. Thanks. I wasn't sure if that was VATSA making sure people are familiar with the Nav Canada rules. Don't bust all restrictions, or if it's an in real life thing that they might mirror. No, it's real life. If they give you a descent something and there's a restriction on the SAR SID, you have to comply with the restriction and then do their clearance. It's really stupid.
In Toronto Center, Foxtrot Uniform Papa established for runway 36. Fox Uniform Papa, so you're cleared at Muskoka Airport for an approach. You can
Dom, what are you doing, Dominic?
Clear for the IFR cancellation, either in the air or on the ground.
We're monitoring the local frequency in Quebec. Can't stand for Fox Uniform Papa.
Air Canada 618, I leave my airspace on shells offline. Sound services terminated, change on.
Be right back. Phone call. Hello, Henry. Hello. I'm back. Infuse says, you like the IFLY or PNG 800 more? I'm thinking of picking up one of them. That's a very hard question. If you're on 2020, I'd say the IFLY. If you're on 24, honestly, it becomes what airplane do you want? Do you want a MAX or an 800? They're both very, very similar. I like the MAX flight model more, except for the rudder. A lot of brakes should be off at this point. Both don't offer circuit breakers. That doesn't work. But performance for me is better on IFLY. The graphics between the 800 and IFLY.
What's your plan Mach number for this or for your cruiser?
So if that was for Ruse 2010?
No, sorry, Skynova 710 Toronto.
I'm close. So yeah, it basically becomes what airplane do you want more in the sim.
What's your Mach number for cruise?
If the MAX was updated to 2024 native,
Air Canada 608, what's your Mach
I'd say
number
all
for
day
cruise
get the
to
MAX.
Halifax?
But right now the PNG is technically more
That'll be Mach 826.
2024 friendly. Even though this is working just fine in 24 for me right now. But we are waiting on a big update for the MAX for 2024. This is still a 2020 port over to 24. So it's a very hard choice. I like them both. The MAX just feels better, in my opinion.
Same altitude, same direction to the same destination.
But they're different planes technically too. So.
Again, like I said, I can give you 37 with 8.2, or I can give you.
Maddie says, when they give you a descent instruction in Canada, are you allowed to temporarily level off to comply with restriction? You're not. It's not about you're allowed to temporarily level off. You must level off for the restriction. If you bust that restriction, they will say, "Hey, what are you doing? Like you're busting the restriction." So you could do whatever you want, but you have to follow the STARS restriction, and you have to follow what altitude they want you to go to. Let's go and get that seatbelt sign off. It's in my opinion, it's not smart. I like the United States way better. It's like, you've been cleared to 5, you're down to 5. It doesn't matter what the star says anymore. Alright, I can't really pick because the PMG has the cargo and BBJ and the better EFB, but I heard IFLY is coming with an EFB update. Yeah, IFLY will be coming out with an EFB update soon. This is the weak link of this airplane. It's not terrible, but it's not as, it's more clunky than the PMDG one for sure. If you use the Moza yoke, also the IFLY does not talk to the Moza as well in terms of the autopilot following doesn't do it, but the PMDG does. It's more of a small thing, really. All the wing control stuff works for both airplanes just fine, including the FMC, I'm pretty sure as well. So it really just becomes at this point, do you want a MAX or do you want an 800? Both are absolutely fantastic airplanes to buy. There's just something about the MAX. It just feels a little bit more alive to me. I don't know what it is. In the flight model anyways. But both are good. 38 for 39.
Toronto Center, American 159, good evening.
The IFLY EFB is painful.
American
It really is.
Toronto
Yeah.
Center, good evening. What's your altitude?
Brick says, do you fly any turboprops in the sim? Not really. I don't really care for them all that much. I sometimes fly the Kodiak. I'll fly the Q400 when that eventually comes out. If ever. But no, I don't care for turboprops too much, nor in real world do I care for them either. I've always been a jet guy personally. But when A2A releases their Cessna 172, I will be definitely flying that airplane. Not a turboprop, but still.
370, Canada 60 heavy. Toronto Center, hello, FedEx 4558 is at flight level 1 at 7,000 feet.
FedEx 458, correction, FedEx 4558, Toronto Center, good day, runway, did you want runway 23?
I find the IFLY is less twitchy. Yes, exactly. On the flight model, everything's still, the rudder is still twitchy for me, but so is the PMDG. But the pitch and roll feels a lot better on the IFLY in my opinion.
In Toronto?
Any SIM market discounts? Unfortunately, no. I have emailed them.
Do you want the FedEx terminal or did you want the infield cargo terminal?
They might give me something, but so far, no.
Okay,
just Contrail and for that kind of stuff.
Runway 23, the information is Bravo, the altimeter is 29901. When you're ready to send a 1000.
Planning to the runway 23 and we're ready to send into 1000, 4550.
And that's the pilot's discretion to send a 1000.
Unheard of in Toronto. No, I'm joking. It should be Monton Monday, so there should be a bunch of controllers on today for us. I gotta get some food here soon. We made squash soup, roasted a bunch of vegetables. So we roasted like garlic, peppers, obviously squash, onion, tomatoes. Roasted them up for about an hour, blended them all up, put a little bit of cream, a little bit of brown sugar. You got a great squash soup. And I pair that with a nice little ham and cheese, lettuce, tomato, chipotle sauce. Little sandwich on the side. You know what? I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna post a picture. I already had the exact same thing today, but we're gonna have it again. Oh, looks like XP72 is live. He's in the Flight Factor, an X-Plane 777. Looks like also Mr. Flight Streamer is live as well. I'm gonna go say hi to Flight Streamer on his stream. Do any other shared cockpit streams? Oh, we'll have to eventually get one.
Terminated and change en route. Have a good night.
I'll eventually get one of those. That was probably for me.
Rouge
Yeah,
2010, you're leaving my airspace. Montreal Center's offline. Film services change en route. And have a good night.
Sorry about that. Rouge 2010 over to Unicom there. Thanks so much. Have a good night.
Good night.
Switch it on over. Let's put some of this brightness down. There we go. Let's put some of these screen brightnesses down as well. Perfect. I'm gonna go say hi to Flight Streamer if you guys want to join me. Flight Streamer's an awesome guy. Live right now. So Flight Streamer is doing Halifax, sorry, Boston to Halifax is what Flight Streamer is doing right now. I can't go wrong with the soup and sandwich. Yeah, you can't, man. I'm getting hungry. I gotta go make one of these right now. How different are the Boeings from the CRJs? I'm Airbus for life. So a Bombardier CRJ is a Boeing and an Airbus mixed together with less features. So like, the overhead is very Airbus on the CRJ. Everything's pretty automated on the 900. Like PAX auto switch over, bleeds auto switch, electrics auto switch over, that kind of stuff. But then we have a yoke. We have no auto thrust. We have no auto brake. We have no auto land. We have no auto anti-ice. So all that kind of stuff is manual in the RJ. No LPV on most of them as well. No VNAV on most of them as well. So yeah. It's kind of a mix between philosophies, but it's leans Boeing on the flying side and leans Airbus on the system side. It's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, we're in the MAX today. 37 MAX is a great airplane made by IFLY Simulations. Antonio, you're an awesome guy. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Little kiss, little kiss emoji as well. Appreciate it. We're flying the good old Max. Do any CRJs have auto thrust? CRJ airliners, no. The Challenger, which is a CRJ but a business jet, they do have auto thrust on those, but none of the airliners do. Mainly to save money. That's kind of it, really. It's kind of it. It's gonna be a night landing in St. John. St. John's very, very much a black hole effect type airport to land at. There's nothing around it, so it's gonna be a very interesting approach for myself to do. It's always fun out there. Antonio's waiting for me to get done so we play some Fortnite. Got someone to contact? Montreal Center. Uh-oh. 28775. Let's give him a ring. Should I start with bonjour? Should we be nice and start with bonjour? Should I say it really bad like Brad Pitt when he said bonjour now?
For direct Dyson.
Maybe I'll say bonsoir. Yeah, I heard there's just a bit more going on the overhead in the Boeings. There is on the narrow body. The overhead of the 777 and the 87, they're all automated.
Montreal Center, which is 247, flight level 270.
CRJ's crappy regional jet, ERJ expensive regional jet. I don't know about that. They're pretty slow. That's just kidding. Better be kidding. Is IFLY still buggy, or did they get all figured out 2024? I haven't had a single bug, but there's no update. There's no update on 24 just yet. This is still a 2020 port that's been brought over to 24. Here's a bug. There's a cockpit window reflection out the window there. Montreal Center, bonsoir. It's Rouge 2010, flight level 390. He's like, what? Was that French you just spoke?
Rouge 2010, bonsoir, Monton. The Foxtrot aircraft calling, say your company again.
Yes, poor French.
Canada 4259 with you at flight level 390.
Maddie, hello, good evening.
259.
Why does it say good evening? Oh, it says bonsoir. Why don't I have like these automatic...
Welcome.
The chat's doing this automatic like thing where you type something in and it doesn't actually type what you type. I have to like click over your chat to see you said bonsoir. It's weird.
220 for 250. Foxtrot Mike Papa Whiskey bonsoir. Do you have a flight time, please? Yeah, just find it. Squawk 0361 item.
Yo, Adam, you should hear Fly with Adam. We got to do a PMDG 737 multi-crew flight. That'd be a lot of fun. You ever wish you had a tray table? All the time. To me, that seems like a huge benefit over Boeing. Yeah, I like flying with a yoke, but I don't like I don't like eating with it there. Rouge? Why was it hasn't started training for Rouge yet? This is a video game, Vincent. So we're gonna pretend that the only Rouge Max had to divert to Toronto because of diarrhea, and now we're flying it from Toronto to wherever I want.
Montreal Center, Canada 60.
Welcome, Vincent. Thanks for stopping by. Would you buy PMG or the iFly to learn the Boeings? At first, the price of $70. Yeah, we already covered that one. It's a very hard choice. Basically, if you want a 737 MAX, then the iFly is great for it, obviously. If you want an 800 or anything else, the PMG is great for it. They're both very similar. I would... This is my opinion only, and my opinion only is I like the MAX better. The EFB is worse, but I like the MAX flight model. I like just the way it feels in the air when you're hand flying it a lot more. The PMDG is great. It's obviously still there. They're literally neck and neck. But if I was gonna pick one,
okay, so your direct
the Max is pretty freaking good.
Can you confirm it's good? Negative, that's the moment. I'll refile for you.
Definitely my flight sim creator. I've learned a lot from you. From you that's helped me enjoy flying in the sim. Well, thank you so much, Cameron. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. That was the whole point of the channel, why it got created, was so we can all, you guys can learn, if you'd like to learn some stuff, and I'll learn some stuff as well on the way. I will be making that CRJ tutorial, I promise. I probably should record that tonight. I don't know what kek means. The universe says, now that sounds realistic. Yeah. Yeah, the sounds are great in this thing. But yeah, no, the PMDG is great. The IFLY is really good. They're both very good. I just think the Max is also outdated right now. The PMDG has a lot more updates on 24. It's a lot more 24 friendly. Although the performance is fantastic in this right now. So we're still waiting on an update from IFLY for this thing. They said they're making it, and supposedly it's free, but we're still waiting on it.
2979, expect...
Database says, when are you going to become a CFII? I don't know. We got to go for the rating.
47, when ready, descend 8,000.
When ready, descend 8,000, watch it 247.
Wait, is,
Montreal Center, Air Canada 4259, can we get handoff to Boston now?
That wasn't Flight Streamer. YSJ, they really need to merge YSJ, YFC, YQM into one big airport. They really should. But there is a lot of those small towns that operate, or that use those little small town, little airports as well.
1347, sorry, I must have missed that call, thanks.
Good evening, Montreal, Turkish 7 Kilo Golf, flight level 400.
Turkish.
Turkish 7 Kilo Golf Heavy, welcome.
Look how beautiful this sim looks right now.
Canadian Express 021 Heavy, we are with you, descending through...
I just need to get a study level plane rather than the Phoenix or CRJ because I fly those way too much. Get the... get a Max or PMG, 100%, or... I would highly recommend looking into the Boeing 727 from Flight Sim Studios, one of my all-time favorites in the sim. A little more difficult than your regular airliners, though. The MD-80 is fantastic by Leonardo. A little expensive, though. The TFDI MD-11, utter perfection. Limited routes. But those are some of the airplanes I would look at. 727, MD-80, MD-11. They're fantastic. All three of those are fantastic. I say get the... my heart says get the Max, but my brain says get the PMG because it's a bit more updated right now in 2024. But again, you really can't go wrong. Both Max and PMG 7.3s are really, really good. The Max is fantastic as well. So it's basically look at one online and be like, you know what, I like this one more. If you like those classic looking 737 screens and you just have a bit of more of a vibe with that, get that one. If you like the Max look and you like the big screens, you get this one. You won't be disappointed either way you go. You'll probably end up buying both, to be honest with you. I know that's what I did.
Aircraft 425 on Fox, here to Toronto Pearson, via the Montreal 5 departure, flight plan route, depart runway 2.
My bad, Kick is just, oh, okay, no worries. Thanks for the input, no worries, no worries. I want to get that 717 just for Hawaiian Airlines. Yeah, TFDI had a 717 back in P3D, but they've never released it ever again. I'm going to ask for a short break, we'll go make some food, I'll be right back. Montreal Center's Rouge 2010, okay if we step away for 5 minutes?
Rouge 2010, no problem, report back.
Thanks so much, Rouge 2010. Let's quickly see how much time we got going on here. Gonna be there at 109. So we got, we're not that long actually, about 30 minutes left. So I'll leave you guys with some cinematics. I'll get some food. I'll be right back.
Better myself a whiskey refill, just double check you have it now. Negative. Can you just send me the information via text? I will file it on my phone. I think it's ATC block from it.
Make it easy for you. I'll disconnect, reconnect, and then it should load. I'll be right back. My couple is good.
You're too wonderful.
Okay, 399. Can we get about 10 minutes out of the cockpit?
Report back.
Alright, Roger.
Mike Papa Whiskey, Lisa, for you. You're not. Mike Papa Whiskey, contact bus at 1347 at this point. 1347, thank you, sir. We'll see you.
And I cannot at 425 is ready for push.
Southbound 425, push no facing east, call back to taxi.
Push no facing east, call back to taxi, 425.
And they says 021, best up to 4000.
Sorry, was that for Canadian Express 021?
A for different 4000.
Down to 4000, Canadian Express is 021 heavy.
Montreal Center, Volt Flyer, Canada 894 Heavy on the ground, Montreal with information X-ray, requesting our fire plane from the lock.
Aircraft 894 Bonsoir, you're cleared to where's that? Milan. And the Montreal 5 departure, flight plan route, depart from 24 left, code 6505.
Skip Milan, Montreal 5 departure, flight plan route, departure runway 24 left, squawk 6505.
Alright, we're back. 5 Adam says off to bed. Have a good night. You're probably gone already, but thanks so much for Adam for stopping by. And I hope you have a good night as well.
We'll call you for push.
Canada 425 is ready for that.
Top descent's coming up here shortly.
425, runway 24 left, altimeter 29.
Go ahead and lower these brightnesses a little bit more.
Alpha 4, Alpha, forward short 2 foot left.
2 for left, via south ram, Alpha 4, Alpha, Canada 425.
There we go. Alrighty, sort these FMSs as well. If I know how to, anyways. There we go.
Yeah, thanks, 021, turn right heading 150, descend 3 knots.
I want to get everything nice and dim because we're landing at an airport that's very dark.
Right 150, descend 3000, Canadian Express at 021.
With the 247, descend 4 knots.
Descend 4000, watch it 247.
That has to be flight
Montreal, WestJet 902 on the ground, Montreal, Crest I, part of Halifax.
Jet 902, clear Halifax, Montreal 5 departure, flight plan route, departure runway 24 left, code 6507.
Clear to Halifax, Montreal 5 departure, flight plan route, depart 24 left, 6507, WestJet 902.
Jet 902, read back correct, call back for push.
Jet 339, we're back.
Jet 339, thank you.
Should probably do the same thing. In Montreal, it's Rouge 2010, we're also back.
Thank you, Rouge 2010, contact bus and 1347, have a safe flight.
3047, thanks so much, have a good night. Boston.
Funnel 350, Commander 169.
Boston Center.
Fox Center, Brickyard 5716, climbing 13,900 for 14,000.
Brickyard 5716, Boston Center, hello, climb and maintain 16,000.
Climb maintain 16,000, Brickyard 5716.
Route 2061, descend by the Ocean 5 arrival for runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 2985.
Boston Center, Air France 99 with the
Oh, the 8 is, the weather is spicy down there, guys. Half mile viz, 2,800 feet RVR.
2861, stand by the Ocean 5, runway 22 left.
ILS 23 with the winds, that thankfully helped or works in our favor.
2601, 2061.
Air Canada 325, connect Monton 132.2.
132.2, okay.
Yeah, and Veb, we'll execute that.
Solo 1709, Boston Center, hello.
Boston Center, hello, Rouge 2010, level 390.
Rouge 2010, Boston, hello.
Guys, the weather down there is a spicy. It's going to be right down to mins. Half mile viz, 2,400 feet RVR, up to 2,800 RVR with a neutral chen. Fog, vertical visibility 200, and the temperature dew point spread are the exact same with the altimeter of 2970.
I'm all 5233, cross Calverton VOR at 12,000. The Kennedy altimeter is 2994.
Trying to learn some classic jets. 727 is still the best for 24. I love the 727. The L1011 is good, but my heart's with the 72. It just flies nicer in my opinion. The L1011 has, I think, better. Whoops, shouldn't have pressed that. The L1011 has better systems in terms of it has like the circuit breakers and all that modeled. But the L1011 is a little easier to fly than the 72.
End of 3390.
I also find the performance on the 7.2 better as well.
Boston Center,
and I like the look of the design better.
Radio check, please.
32555.
Alright, I saw your message cross CC at
The fact this plane has working toilet makes study level? Exactly, Cal. That's exactly what makes it study level. I agree.
Stella 1187 to send by the J-Fund 2 arrival for runway 22 last bounce at altimeters 29085.
J-Fund 222 left, Delta 1187.
Number 931, Charlie Delta, connect boss at approach 133.0.
Yeah, I'll probably get the 727 also more widely used. Yeah, it's fantastic. You can, if you want to save some money there, Burke, I do have a discount code for Contrail. You can buy it on the Contrail shop. And it'll save you 10%. So that's about as much discount I can give you. It's a one-time use code as well, I should mention. You can only use it once. But there's a ton of creators with it. So like CST has a code, Alice has a code, so you can kind of stack up different codes. I think I ruined this, but don't worry about that. I clicked reset by accident. In real life, it's fun to see. There's always shooting stars on this route at this time. Not always, but a lot of the time.
Boston Center, Canada 608.
I'm going to quickly check the Viz requirements. So down there, the ILS requires 2600 RVR or half mile, and we're expected to go below that, so we'll probably require 1800 RVR with quarter mile, so we should be good to go. Should be good to go in.
Supernova 710, same Mach number.
ILS MDA is going to be 505, and there's no temperature correction required because it's oh, I'm changing the wrong one. 505. Let's go to Barrow.
270, connect Monton 132.2.
Well, 132.2, 270.
Verify 132.2.
505, no temperature correction is above 0 degrees, so we're set on the left there. ILS frequencies is 1105.
132.2, Delta 270.
Already has it. Already has it. Nice. Final approach course of 229. We'll set both of our courses up there.
New England 1802, maintain Mach 0.77.
229.
Mach 77, 1902.
It's in the box already as well. We'll get our numbers started here. So we're going to be landing with 7,000 pounds of gas.
This is Frontier Flight 420 Bravo, flight level 390.
We're starting with 124. So we should be a landing weight of 131 point. Sorry. Yeah, 131.1. That's what we should expect. And show landing. Airport search is CYYZ-CYSJ. This will be a default scenery. I think it's handcrafted by default in the sim with the Canadian update, but I don't have a custom scenery for this one. Runway 23.
An American 44.
530. On. Off.
320 currently.
Dry.
American 44, Roger, maintain 323 and also greater.
320 greater.
It's 220. 215 actually slash
Number 70 Bravo,
10.
request taxi to the hangars in front of me.
Outside air temperature is 5 degrees and a QNH of 29.
You have a great evening. Number 70 Bravo.
VRF at 5. Calculate. Doesn't really give me much. Land distance required 6,200 feet. Okay, well, we don't have much to work with in St. John. We're working with 7,200 feet, so that gives me 1,000 feet clearance.
Canada 608, maintain Mach 0.83 or greater.
Water brakes of max.
Mach 0.83 or greater, Canada 608 heavy.
Knocks out 500 feet. We'll use auto brakes 3, and we will use manual braking as required. As this most likely has an operational 15% added on top. Approach speed is 1. No. That's wrong.
Challenge Cargo 47, connect boss at approach 133.0.
There's no way it's that fast.
Approach 133.0, challenge cargo 47.
Air Canada 42,
That's
59,
correct.
Monton 132.2.
That's correct. There we go. So it'll be a 140.
Monton Center 132.2, Air Canada 42,
Be a 141.
And the Foxtrot Mike, Papa Whiskey.
There we go.
To set up pilot's discretion, maintain 1000. The Pascal altimeter is 2964.
2964, 1000, Mike Papa Whiskey.
And November 16 Whiskey, can we get 5 minutes away?
Number 16 Whiskey, yeah, it's fine, I'm gonna go back.
Alright, we'll call you in 5 minutes, 16.
This squash soup's really good.
On the same request for
Brown sugar goes a long way.
Say it again.
Can also request 5 minutes out of cockpit for 420 Bravo.
That's approved, I'm on the back.
Welcome, thank you very much.
New England 1802, turn 20 degrees left, vectors for Winctrl.
20 degrees left, 1802.
OL 214, Washington Center is offline and frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, Marvel.
I made the rookie mistake of downloading the CRJ through the marketplace. How do I update it?
00.
I think it should be automatically to the most up-to-date version. It should be 2.01, I think, or 2.11 or something like that. Should be automatically updated though.
233 New York approach offline and frequency change approved.
Soup sounds good. Have inspired me to make some. Yeah, bro. Look at the go to the Discord, guys. Go to the food channel. I just posted my meal. That was the earlier one, but I'm having another one now.
Good evening, Quebec Air 43 Yankee passenger.
5 Snipes, hello, welcome. It has been a while. Thanks for stopping by. I found that sometimes the takeoff calculator for this plane can be off sometimes. It would imply I'm too heavy when I'm actually not. Yeah, I got the same thing there. Dad Aviation, you're at the most up-to-date version then. You're all good. Think about doing this flight in real life. It's up to you to tell ATC when you want to descend, because there's not really a star here, so you're going to have to ask for it.
Moncton 132.2, Canada 682.
West at 413, connect Moncton 132.2.
Over to Moncton 132.2, thanks so much, West at 415, bye.
The flight streamer?
That's right. Hello, hello.
Hey, it's CFI, how are you?
Hey, very good. Yep.
There we go. What do you say? 32.2 for him is probably the same thing. Although I see Moncton Center as 28.775.
New England 1802, just set a maintain flow level 350.
350, New England 1802.
Tibber 1997, New York Center is offline and frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, JetBlue 19997, good night.
Boston Center, good evening, November 38 Papa Whiskey, holding short runway 24 at Winslow, Oxford for departure.
Number 384 Papa Whiskey, Boston Center, flight only.
Alright, we're going to request lower here.
Runway heading 24, clear for take off over Papa Whiskey.
Going at 1802, proceed direct Jason.
Direct Jason, New England 1902.
Moncton Center, Roost 2010, request lower.
Roost 2010, to set a maintain 1000, the Bangor altimeter is 2973.
Descend 2973, Roost 2010, thanks. It's very important to be ahead of the game on these arrivals. There's no star, very hard IFR. So we're going to do a vertical speed of just 1,000 feet per minute to start. And we'll let the VNAV catch up to itself there. Actually, we'll just press VNAV and Alt intervene.
Center, good evening. Air Canada 519, flight level 380.
Do now, VNAV path.
Air Canada 519, Boston Center, hello.
Man, the squash soup is good.
Delta 1187, connect Boston approach 133.0.
133.0, that's 1187.
And American 44, any chance of a cut in the corner to J Fund or Autumn, sir?
American 44, proceed to J Fund.
Lovely, thank you. American 44.
First, Boston Center, JetBlue 2737, checking. Number 2737, Boston Center, time to maintain flow level 340. 340, Route 2010, meant altitude to set and maintain flow level 200.
Okay, 200, Route 2010, thanks.
Alright, 200. Fix that up real quick. I was actually in the bathroom and I just ran here.
420 Bravo, reporting back.
Okay,
420 Bravo, thank you. New Island 1802, descend by the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter is 2985.
Descend by the J-Fund 2, Boston 22 left, New Island 1802.
And American 44, descend by the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 22 left, maintain 320 knots or greater until J-Fund.
Okay, descend by the J-Fund 2 for 22 left and 320 or greater until J-Fund, American 44.
Delta 206, descend by the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter is 2985.
Deliver the J-Fund 2 arrival.
We are back.
Altimeter 2985, number 22 left for Delta 204.
Number 3 is on whiskey, ready to contact, turn right direct keen, climb and maintain flow level 210.
Delta 210, right direct keen, further over 3 Papa Whiskey.
Maybe try the sim brief calculator just to back up? Nah, it's fine. We'll be okay, Matty. These are all correct. Drag required. Can do that. Because if you look here, progress, we're gonna be there at 6. No, we're gonna be at 4.5 now.
Mike Papa Whiskey, just set and maintain 1000 now.
Perf.
1000, Mike Papa Whiskey.
Call it 129.5. 129.5. It's only a knot difference anyways. Plus 5 knots, 140 on the VRF. That sounds very realistic.
American 922, proceed to exhaust.
Once she transfers it over to Monton Center, we're going to request the ILS-23 and VEB.
American 922, Boston.
Boston Center, American 9022, direct, gone.
It's definitely dark.
Having a bit of trouble with my FMC here, my bad.
It sounds like
all good. Turn
sounds like fly with Adam.
80 and 1 direct comms.
Don't really need the chart. Oh, actually, do the charts work on this thing? The charts are always a problem to get working. At least for me. CYSJ.
Route 2010, connect Monton 124.4.
244, Route 2010, thanks.
And November 16 Whiskey's back.
416 Whiskey, thank you. Supernova 710.
The main apron, that's the terminal on right off Foxtrot, and there's also the south apron where they usually do the private jets. So whichever one you want.
Yeah, I'm going to go with apron.
That's the Canadian guy right there.
Michael Whiskey, Roger, taxi, Foxtrot, the apron you're discussing today.
Copy that. Thank you very much. Good day.
Monton Center, hello. It's Rouge 2010-30 descending 200. I'd like to request ILS 23 via NVEB.
Rouge 2010, Moncton Center, hello. St. John, do you have the current weather for St. John?
We do, Rouge 2010, unless it's updated since the last 5 minutes.
Rouge 2010, roger. Expect ILS runway 23 approach, NVEB transition when ready to descend 5,000. The St. John altimeter 2970.
Okay, when ready, we'll then down to 5,000 feet, and we'll expect ILS 23 via NVEB. Rouge 2010. $5,000 feet set and confirmed. All right, spoilers retracted. Beautiful little trim noise there, done by Boris. This thing descends so slowly, man. All the 7.3s do. I forgot that I should probably change it in here. They don't have...
Ocean Terminal, Charlie Golf Mike Papa Whiskey. I have landed my, or parked at my apron.
There you go.
You can cancel my IFR flight plan. Thank you very much. Have a good night, sir.
Mike Papa Whiskey, roger.
Actually, we got a tailwind. Let's see here. Yeah, it should be fine. Let's just pick it up a notch. We'll descend at some CRJ speeds. Used to have fun manually calculating the descents for the analog aircraft. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. The 727 will give that to you for sure. I also use the same brief calculator. Oh, Antonio says, "What's for dinner?" Sorry, I missed all these. I don't know why I missed all these comments, but anyways, we had a ham and cheese sandwich, lettuce, tomato, chipotle sauce with a squash soup that me and the GF made. Here, I'll send you a picture. Actually, it's really good. We bought these like these French onion soup bowls. Well, I enjoyed it anyways. Roasted up. It was last night. We roasted up peppers. Around maybe 7 o'clock. Some peppers. Squash, obviously, onion, tomato, garlic we put on there as well. Put some paprika, some cumin, some black pepper, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg. Roast it all up. Blend it, cream, brown sugar, and it's good, man. The brown sugar really ties it together for me, at least. I find that issue when doing really long flights sometimes, like when I did LPM8 at Newark, it's where it happened and I just took off the same brief calculation instead. Yeah. Put your back into it a little bit. Exactly. Fly Annie's exactly. And it says, what are your thoughts on the LIDO charts included with the sim? Navigraph is quite expensive for me, so I have the data-only subscription. So I have
clear direct AMVEB.
Direct AMVEB, Rouge 2010, thanks so much. Alright, direct AMVEB, that looks correct. We'll execute that. The VNAV is going to change a little bit. Matty, I say if you can't afford it, you do whatever works for you. As long as you got the chart information, that's all that really matters. It doesn't have to be all fancy Jefferson stuff. Because this is going to be a quite IFRE approach, we'll give you guys a bit of a brief. Let's see if I can work this out here. There we go. So we're going to be doing the ILS runway 23. It's page 11-2, effective 12th of April 2024. Look could be 10-5. It's been set left and right. Final approach is 229. The glide path check at Udgon at 1820. We just go check that in here. Not even close. Pimby, booty, SJ. I don't have an Udgon. Interesting. I can manually add it, but you're not really supposed to do that. Let's see. Pretty sure. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. I think my I think I forgot to update the nav data. Or just added it manually. Not really supposed to do that, but we're gonna do it. Alrighty. We're going to 1820. Whoops. Let's fix it up. No temp comps required. There we go. Anyways, where were we here? ILS minimum is going to be 505. It's set left and the right side. MSA is based off the YJH VOR, or DME, and that's at 2,900 feet. Missed approach is climb 3,000 feet. Runway heading, then expect vectors. Nice and simple. In the event of a miss, I'll select the, everybody can go around. I'll select the toga button. With the positive speed, I'll call flap, I don't know what they use in the 7.3. Maybe it's flap 15, maybe it's flap 5. We'll go flap 15 to start off with. The positive rate, we'll go gear up. And we'll select LNAV, VNAV, and we'll go on our merry way on the basically runway heading there. There's the transition, 2970. Moving on down, standard 3-degree slope, SSLR type lighting. We need half-mile viz, 2600 VR, but with the op spec, we're down to 1800 and quarter-mile viz, so we're above that right now. The RVR currently is showing 23, fluctuating to 28. And half-mile viz, so we should be good and legal to do that approach currently. We do have a HUD as well, which I'm not going to use. Wait, does this have a HUD? I thought this had a HUD. Nope, not that one. Nope. Oh, no HUD, just the NG. That's weird. Okay, no HUD on this one. So no HUD credits we can be used for that, but it's a video game, whatever. I'm just going to go anyways. And yeah, we're just descending down to AdMev now. Been cleared down to 5. We'll respect the PIMB at 210. And fuel-wise, we're going to be approaching and landing with 5.5 now, so we'll go ahead and change. That's more correct anyways. So 5.5 down there in SJ. Our minimum fuel is 4.1, so we have 1,500 pounds over min. There's no one really there. It's down to IFR, so it might just be safe to go straight to the alternate, depending on how the weather is.
Via AMVEB, clear ILS runway 23 approach. Let me know if you have the 0035 to the observation for St. John.
Okay, so we're clear to the ILS via AMVEB transition, and was that the region, was that a flight sim thing, or are you talking about the latest weather there, Rouge 2010?
That's the latest observation there for 0035 to Blue, sir.
We don't have it in Rouge 2010.
Rouge 2010, so the good news is the RVR readings are gone now, so I guess that's a good thing. St. John's observation 0035, Zulu, wind 220 at 10 knots, visibility 1.5 miles. Light rain, mist, overcast 200, 5 degrees, 5 dew points, altimeter 2970.
Okay, perfect. That's a lot better, Rouge 2010. Thanks so much. Sweet. Well, there's no problem there. 1.5 miles, so viz shouldn't be a problem anymore as long as it stays. We'll see what happens. Still got the MDA plugged up. And yeah, so in case of a misapproach, you have 1,500 pounds of extra. They can probably, especially on VATSIM, vector us around for one quick try. The problem is out east, it is... when weather's bad out east, you kind of want to take as much fuel as you can in case of any other unwanted things happening. So we'll see how that goes. We'll make the decision in the air there, but we do have some extra fuel on the mist in case we need to do something with that. We're going to be at 5,000 feet, quite far away. I'm going to go ahead and go vertical speed mode. We'll do 1,000 feet per minute for now. Kind of get that a little closer. Although it's probably programming. It's you know what? We'll leave it because it's going to be slowing down. I'm going to stop being a CRJ pilot for a little bit and just let the computer do everything. So roughly around now, and at least in the RJs, when I'd start bringing that to about 1,200, 1,000 feet per minute, and that would allow my speed to start dropping back. But I find in the Boeing aircrafts, they go to like 10.5, and then they just go like straight to 0, which is interesting because you're not really descending anymore. So ATC could be like, hey, you're not really descending, even though you've been supposed to be descending. But anyways. See anything out there? I need my flashlight so I can see if there's any cloud we're going through. Looks like we're quite clear of it. Here it is. There's 10.7. It's starting to retract its or shallow its descent out. And it's going to start slowing for 250 knots. How did you roast the stuff for the soup? So you get a baking tray. You just put some tin foil on the tray. You cut up your squash, you cut up your tomato, you cut up your pepper, red pepper, you cut up your, actually garlic, just cut the end off, but leave the whole clove in there, but a whole clove of garlic in there. And then cut up your, what else do we put in there? Some onion, red onion specifically. Cut it up, cook it for about an hour at about 400 degrees Fahrenheit, or roast it I should say, in the oven. Take it out, once it's all smushy, you can put it in a blender, blend it all together. And I should have mentioned, before you oven it, we put some seasoning on it. So before you put it in the oven, I put some cumin, some nutmeg, some cinnamon, some black pepper, salt, and paprika, smoked paprika. Put it in the oven for an hour. Take it out, blend it, add cream, just so it turns that nice orangey color. Add cream to your taste, whatever you like. And then a little bit of brown sugar as it's still hot, and mix, and you're good to have soup for a good like two days straight. Maybe I'll do cooking with CFI. Should we do it? We'll have a segmented channel. CFI, what's reshade do you use? I use, I have it right here. I use roll flyby, but I've edited the vibrance a little bit. So I wonder if I can try and save this. And send it, but I'm not sure, but that's what I use. Going into some clouds here, we got plus 12. Should be technically getting hotter, but it's 5 on the ground, so I think we got an inversion right now, but we'll see what happens. Might need some anti-ice. We'll see. Raid, welcome. So start new channel, your kitchen CFI. Raid, this is gonna make you very angry, but we're a 737 MAX operating as Rouge. Just in hopes that you would see this. I wonder if that's enough time for it to decel. I'm actually quite curious if it's gonna be able to bring its speed back in time for that. We're clear of the ILS. We're within within the 25 miles now. We'll go down to 3,000. I'm going to select flight level change. And 250 knots. We'll add some boards as well. There we go. Bringing that back on. Reaper, hey, what's up? Just joining in. Yeah, we're just descending on our approach. We're just basically on a kind of a downwindy type of thing. Still plus 14 in the soup, so we're doing good. We're through 10,000, so I should have my checks here. Continuous ignition's on. We'll get our turn-offs taxi light on. We'll get our not wheel well wing and logo light on. We'll give the passengers double ding, and the altimeters are all checked. All right, we're below the VNAV path just because I strictly did not trust the VNAV to work, to be honest with you. And technically, we're only really allowed to go down to 3,300 on this leg. So we'll go down to 35 for the time being. And we're going to set a vertical speed of about 600 feet a minute. And that should hopefully keep us going the whole way. LNAV is armed with LNAV. That's interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and slow her back. Maximum of 210 knots at the next intersection coming up there. Seen enough, it will be true. Yeah, exactly. Soon enough, it will be true. Exactly. It's so quiet out here. There's absolutely nobody out here. Out here in St. John. There's nowhere near this many lights in St. John. It's like pitch black out here. This is quite unrealistic. Alright, everything looking pretty decent. I don't know what that is. But anyways, we're gonna go flap 1. It shouldn't do that. Let me get rid of it probably didn't like my added. Probably didn't like what I did there. There we go. We'll just do that. I have to update my nav data is all. We're gonna slow down below this point though. We have been cleared the ILS, not technically to land, but we have been cleared the ILS. There's 42, or 45 for 40, 35. I think I'm gonna stay on this frequency the whole time, so that'd be great. And now that we're passing this waypoint and we're way above, we can go technically all the way down to 2,200. I'll start with 3,000. That'll be good enough for me. Four for 3,000 feet. Still nice and hot. No NTS required just yet. The RVR is lifted. Apparently, it's a 1.5 mile visibility, which is great. See how dark it is out here, though. This is how dark it is, really. Flight recorder is, let's run the recorder from now just so I don't forget. I'm gonna go flap 5. You see the pseudo glide slope popping up right there. So we're below the slope, that's perfect. And if we're actually following the VDA descent, we'd be a booty at 36, but the lowest is 22, so we're kind of cutting in between a little bit. We can bring our vertical speed to basically 100. I'm going to go ahead and press approach. We got localizer captured, glide slope arm. Glide slope alive. Really appreciate you guys being here to witness this approach. I know you have other things to do on Monday night, but I appreciate you being here. Let's just make sure I did arm this spoiler.
Route 10, no observed traffic between you and St. John's.
25.
Monitor St. John's radio now, and call me Tickle Driver.
Okay, we're St. John Radio, and thanks so much. We will call you when closed. Rouge 2010. All right, gear down. Slow down a little bit there. Glide slope is captured. The missed approach altitude of 3,000 is set. St. John Radio Freak is 18.5. Kind of wish I could There we go. 18.5. I'll continue slowing it up. Check the radio's alive there as well. Well, my flap 15 never actually worked. We'll go flap 25. So bright back here. And we'll select flap 30. All right, flap 30 set green, 3 green on the gear. Spoilers are armed. We'll give our attendants a little little ring there. Let them know we're on final with the gear down there. Gonna let the autopilot do a lot of the work here. No point to be a keener in these kind of conditions. Hey, can you give me, can you give my girl, what? Bobby? Shout out with enjoying the stream. Yeah, Bobby, well, thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching. Reaper and I go back quite a bit in the DCS world. We got land 3 green. I don't think that would actually work out here. We got rollout and flares armed. Yeah, I really appreciate you, Reaper and Bobby, watching. Supposed to be a 1.5 mile viz, overcast 2. Seems about right. Aw, we can see the runway. Good old Microsoft Flight Sim, never being actual minimums. Whatever, we'll say we haven't seen it yet. Could you stream into IAH? I could. There's a scenery for that now, right? I'm pretty sure there's a scenery that came out for that one. Could be wrong about that, but I thought there was. Checked, instruments checked and stable. The LNAV that is armed is for Goron, that's correct. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'll never roll out armed. Wonder if they would have went flat 40 on a 7,000 foot strip with rain. What's the temperature down here? +9. Technically, we need the anti-ice running here. Wings and cowls are on. That's going to increase our N2 a little bit. Autopilot disengaged. It immediately gets like crazy turbulent.
400.
Check. Auto thrust disengaged.
300.
I'm like full aileron to the right. I don't know if I trust those flight directors right now. They're pretty bad, but we'll go with it. You can see how dark it is out here.
Minimums. Minimums.
Correcting speed, landing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Get the reverse out. Manual braking. Black hole. And there's no taxiway, so we are going to go ahead and have to spin around. Flight directors got a little weird. That's got a lot of flight directors in the sim, though. They overestimate what you really should be doing. Rear world, they're very nice. You just put the thing on the thing and they work. Take a little bit of this turn off room here. St. Germain, it's Rouge 2010 on the end of runway 23. We're backtracking back to the gate there. And we're having the bug where the airplane doesn't turn tight enough. This is a known 2020 problem, and because this airplane got ported from 2020 to 2024, it also can't turn that tight. This is full, just like full tiller. It doesn't move. There you go. Some right engine power helps out. We'll put the other engine up to support. There we go. Leave all our lights on, leave the anti-ice running as we go here. Get a little bit faster. We got to exit basically all the way at the end. Finds his middle of nowhere. Yeah. Raid. It's true though. You put the thing on the thing and it works. In this sim, you put the thing on the thing and the flight director's, wait a minute, do this. Wait a minute, do that. Oh, wait a minute, do that. Like the flight director in real world is so accurate. You literally just put the plane on the flight director and you can literally not even look outside and it would be fine. Go ahead and clean up the flaps. No contaminants is suspected, so we can go ahead and bring that up. Go ahead and start the APU as well. Starting to apply some brakes. St. John Radio, it's Rouge 2010. We're exiting at the end Alpha to the ramp. Last call. Actually, it's not my last call because I got to cross the runway technically. Alright, we'll go and take this line out. Look how dark it is out here. I've been at this airport too many times to count this dark. Add snow and slush and all that garbage at about... At what time is it? 9 p.m.? Like 3 hours later in the day. That's always a fun little approach. Not because it looks nice, but just because you can't really see anything. And those runway illusions will try to play tricks on you. Do you prefer the IFLY? Oh, let me do this real quick. Central Radio, it's Rouge 2010. We're crossing runway 05 at Alpha. Wait, that's not true. Crossing runway 32 at Alpha. Oh, that's true. We'll leave all the lights on as well. We'll take this nice right-hand turn. I'm zooming. I'm like Formula 1 driving this thing. Right corners. As Raid said, I'm taking the racing line. Alrighty, now that we're clear of all the runways, all our lights can come off here. Turn-offs included. Taxi can stay on. Our logo can stay on. Our wing can come off, and our... Let's go over here. Can't really see. Our wing can come off, and our position strobe just as steady. Ignitions can come off as well. And our probes off. As someone who still flies 2020, I can indeed confirm it's annoying. Yes. Yes, it is annoying, the taxiing. It'd be a shame if you missed the turn. Yeah, it would have been a shame. Don't think they're a comparable Reaper. They are. I mean, they're both 737s. The Max, like, feels better in the flare and hand flies better. But as you just saw, the flight directors I like of the PMDG a little bit more. But the Max is fantastic. It is a really nice airplane. This airport doesn't have gates, so... Okay, there's a huge building. That works for me. The anti-ice is running. Let's go ahead and put number... the APU's on the gen. We'll turn off the left engine anti-ice. Actually, technically, I'm not allowed to... You're not really supposed to single engine taxi in anti-ice conditions, so... I'll keep them all on. We'll do it when we get to the gate. It is so dark here. This is really how dark it is. Although there's a little more lights here. There'll obviously be like some building lights and stuff you can see. Should try flying SAF TRJ7. Fly there. It's a pretty interesting airport. Okay, we should give that a try. We'll take this line in. They usually park us at a at an angle, not really straight in. We'll say the ground crew's there, so we'll take the nose light, taxi light off. There's the line right there. And we will stop around there. Alrighty. Let's turn the dome light on because I couldn't see anything. Parking brake cassette, engine, and wing anti-ice. Actually, wing anti-ice probably should have been off earlier. Is off. The gens are already switched over. The engine can get cut off. The bleed should have been thrown on there as well. Isolation valve is open. The beacon light can be selected off. That's all good there. Our probes are already off. Our fuel pumps, except for the forward aft, can stay off or can go off. Our hydraulics, electric 2 and 1, can come off. Our transponder should have been off earlier, but we'll do that now. And let me go close the IFR with a guy. At Monton Center, it's Rouge 2010 down and safe. I'd like to cancel all IFR.
Rouge 2010, welcome to the Fox. I have to go off the Brunswick. Your IFR is now canceled and closed. Service is terminated. Have a very good evening.
Thanks so much. Have a good night. Alrighty, that's all cleared and ready to go, and we would shut this airplane down. Well, I don't say we, I don't fly 7-3, but realistically shut the airplane down once all the people get off the plane and you go to the hotel, sleep, wake up in 2 hours, and come right back. So let's go ahead and get the airplane. I think it has panel saves, right? Stop recording there. We're going to disconnect from vPilot as well. System page, back, nope. Pause, top of descent, auto set fuel, acceleration mode. Oh, come on. It has to have a cold in the dark somewhere. No, you have to do them yourselves, and when I try to make turn-on state, it broke. Oh, okay. Well, let's start up the engines then. Thank you for that. Whatever, I'll turn all these back on, these off. Let's start both engines. We're going to dual engine start because it's probably not modeled. It'll probably work. Doesn't work. All right, do one at a time. At least they modeled it. Ruben says, you're doing the return? No, we're not going to do the return. Tonight's Fortnite night. A lot of people are waiting on me to play Fortnite. So we are going to be doing that. We're just going to reset this airplane in a flyable state. And then we're going to go do the replays. I'll make it more daytime for you so you guys can actually see what's happening outside. There we go. That's what we landed in right there. Stand-up's gross. Yeah. Yes. Engine's still motoring. It's probably going to motor for a while. Look at the EGT. Oh, we're going to sit here for hours motoring this thing. In the sim, have you flown into Aspen? No, a lot of people have requested Aspen. I've just never got around to it. I haven't been there. Just recently got to Gibraltar. A lot of people liked the Gibraltar. I swear this has to get... Oh, is that it? I thought I had to get a lot lower on EGT than that. But we'll start up. Look at these sounds. These sounds and the animations are so good. At night, how do you tell if you're entering clouds or for anti-ice? I find it's often super hard to tell. If it's a pitch black night and you're below a cloud layer already and you enter a cloud, it's basically once you don't see this, once you're just like, oh, you see your strobes, you'll see your own strobes. You can use that as an indication that you've already entered the cloud. But if they're an approaching cloud and you're under a cloud deck, it's kind of hard to see the clouds. But if you're above all the clouds and you enter a cloud, you'll see stars and then you won't see stars anymore. Or you can see stars ahead and then a black wall approaches, and that's your cloud there. But yeah, you've entered cloud. If you see your own strobes, you're gonna be inside of it. Data Aviation, no, can't do the other leg tonight. We did 2 legs earlier today, though. If you guys check out the channel, we did a British Airways 777-300 from St. Lucia to Granada, and then Granada back to St. Lucia. It's a real route, apparently, with British Airways. Denver, Aspen, Denver is a quick, short CRJ flight into Aspen. Aspen is always a fun one. I brought an A319 just to push the limits. It was interesting. Had to do the modified approach. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's actually one airplane. The Phoenix series of aircraft have very good flight directors. They actually flight direct. They don't flight jump around. Come on, motoring. You're ruining the replay here, buddy. There we go. All right, we'll set our flaps back to 30. There we go. We'll go ahead and get that off. Gen 1's coming online soon here. I don't know why I just did that. I probably ruined the start. Oh, we just made it. Okay, starter cutout. Continuous, continuous. Bring that gen on. APU off. Let's go to the lights. Boop, 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 boop. And logo. This one is this. On. Auto, auto, auto. And we'll arm the spoiler. Nope. There we go. All right, replay time. Sorry about that.
Approaching minimum.
Of course, Chaseplane had to change my view. There we go. Float her a little bit. Got her down. Get her stopped. Runway's only 7,000 feet long, so not too much room for shenanigans out here. By the way, guys, I'm using GFX for the little FX there. GFX, Golf Foxtrot Kilo. Or, actually, X-ray. And they're not modeling the spoiler coming up. The spoilers would have came up and all that great stuff. The landing of this airplane feels really good. A lot of airplanes in this sim have a problem where you go in the flare and there's like a lot of lift that comes out of nowhere. Like it's like they're trying to do ground effect, I guess, but it's like way too much. But this airplane, when you flare, it's a continuous descent, but you're just shallowing out the descent, which is what it should be. And it's very nice to see. Yeah, except the normal approach is a 6.5 degree angle descent, and the A319 loves to speed up in that descent, even with flaps full and gear down. So I had to kind of use snake around the valley. Oh, nice. Probably just need some boards. Help out as well, yeah. Eddie, this looks like such a nice plane. I'm thinking of getting it. I think you'll love it. There's a couple things here and there that are like the EFB aren't the greatest, but I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it for sure. Don't worry about the constant stall going off here. It's just a replay problem.
Approaching minimum.
It doesn't let you use spoiler at all with flap full? That's stupid. That's Airbus being over controlling.
Minimum.
I almost got the good view. Good old chase plane changing where I am. The performance in this airplane is fantastic though. Nice. Nice. Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate you. Yeah, it overrides your speed brake, but gives you an ECAM warning. Spot Builder disagreed. It's like, no, I disagree with you. You know, I know better. I'm a computer. That's why I don't like Airbus. Alright guys, if you want to see what this approach looked like in the actual conditions, I'm going to go ahead and do that for you right now. Let me back this up a little bit. And we'll put real time on. Enjoy. Whatever you can see out of that. This is what we actually landed in. Just like a UFO. Look at just a straight black hole effect. Also, those lights are very good. Oh, the RJ lights are not that good. Our lights suck. But yeah, anyways, if you guys enjoyed that, I really appreciate you watching. We'll probably get the MAX a little bit more. This airplane's very good. There's a couple things in here that are a little weird. Like, I don't think the flight director's as nice as I would like them to be. But for the most part, she's great. Good little plane. Very, very, very comparable to the PMGs in terms of which one you should buy. It's really up to you. I think you'll enjoy both of them. They're different. The flight model in this, I think, is better in that flare. Notice how it's just a general descent. And it all just kind of works, right? Whereas the PMG, you flare and the thing floats half down. It's just like... I just don't agree with the flight model. It's still good, but I like this one better for sure. But yeah, we'll do a couple more here for you, and then we are gonna call it a night. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna make that RJ tutorial. I promise I will. I'll probably make it tomorrow. I'm off all day tomorrow, so we'll do that tomorrow for you guys. Anyways, we'll set up the last one, and we will call it a day. so remote. It is very remote. Yeah. Maddie, thank you. Appreciate you. How wide is that runway? Seems wider than normal for a 7,000 foot runway. No, it's the normal, like 150 foot wide, something like that. Have a good night, you too, Burke. Appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate you talking as well on the Discord as well. Thank you so much for being there.